Howdy gamers, Old Gamer Guy here. Welcome to another Stranded Alien Dawn video. This is actually the video I was working on when Age of Wonders 4 released, so I thought I'd go ahead and finish it. When we left off with these survivors, a new year was just beginning, but we are now getting into fall of that year now, so some time has passed. You can see that we've done a lot of construction. But the problem here is that our food supply is dwindling, and I haven't been paying enough attention to those numbers at the top of the screen, and I don't even think I'm aware of it at this point. We are just dealing with the normal trials and tribulations of our new lives here on this alien planet. We're still having bugs attack, and we still have injuries after those attacks. But as far as I'm concerned, when we're going along here, we're kind of in a holding pattern. I feel like we're just holding on and hoping for another survivor to show up and contribute to our survival efforts here. But in reality, we're not really in a holding pattern. We are spiraling downwards. We were still dealing with our injuries from the previous attack and still recovering from those injuries when we had another attack by some hungry pests, and there are a bunch of them, and of course we're going to get up and deal with it, but you know, we're going to be injured again at the end of this, which when that happens, people are recovering and they're not necessarily doing the chores that they need to do, so you might have only one or two people trying to do all the chores that 4 people were doing previously. And so, as you would expect, they just don't get done properly, or they don't get done at all. We had a survivor named Maki who was cooking our meals for us, and when she died, other people started cooking, but they're not cooking at a rate that is keeping us supplied with food. But at least we have a bunch of dead insects to eat here, and during that attack, or at some point, this animal got through our broken fence, so I'm going to send somebody out to hunt that animal. But never mind that, we have detected a small cruise vessel crashing near the horizon, and you saw that we have that hot air balloon over there now, and that is for expeditions. So we have several expeditions that we could go on, and you can see this one has a 3-day duration, so it will be available for 3 days. So if we want to send somebody to check it out, we need to do it right now. This is actually the first time I'm sending anybody on an expedition, so I wasn't really sure how this worked. I thought maybe I could send more than one of my people to do it, but when I selected Emmeline, it is sending her on her own, and it says it's going to take 9 hours to get there, I guess. So she's finishing what she's doing. She's cooking. So I don't want to make her stop cooking at this point, although honestly I don't think I'm still aware. I think I'm still unaware of the problem. So we are officially out of food, but I don't think I even know it at this point. For some reason, I'm not getting a notification over there on the right side to tell me that I'm running out of food. Maybe that's because we have so much raw food laying around. I'm not sure. But Jack is having a meltdown. He has gone berserk, and he's damaging our tower over here. It's not good as the snow begins to fall. We are still in the fall here, by the way. Winter has not started, but never mind that. Emmeline has reached the crash site, and she's giving us an overview of the scene. We are telling her to go ahead and look for survivors. We could have her come straight back. But look at this. She has located a survivor. And so we have the choice of leaving them behind or accepting them into our group. And so I'm doing that, and that made everybody briefly happy. The hot air balloon didn't return until the next day. But Rita is our new survivor here, and she just gets right to work. Well, first she starts eating our grain. So Rita, I have not changed her settings yet, so she is still allowed to eat raw food. And so she's going to start doing that. And I guess it was at this point that I thought, oh my gosh, if she's eating raw food, that means we don't have any more prepared food, and that means we're in trouble. But never mind that. We have another bug attack. We can't start worrying about food right now because we have a bug attack. But this will give us a bunch more dead insects to eat, so that's good. Except that somebody's going to have to cook them, so that's bad. It's starting to get cold, so we are closing the windows of our cabin once again as Vanessa is healing people, and we just have 1 or 2 people doing all of our chores right now. Jack is in really bad shape. He's just limping around, and you can probably guess which one of our people is going to die next. So yeah, at this point I've definitely realized we're having a food problem, so we're doing some hunting, but we're about to have a stroke of really bad luck, because while we are hunting, one of our people is struck by lightning. Emmeline is on the ground, so now she has to be rescued. So that's one more person doing something that is not helping the group to survive. I think that's Quinn rescuing Emmeline, and Quinn does a lot of our construction, so certain things are just not being done right now, but never mind that. Jack is now fainting in the middle of the day, so that can't be a good sign. Jack is having another meltdown, but in this case that meltdown was just a fainting spell, so he's got to lay down. You can see that I've still got crappy beds for them to sleep in. I should have changed that. Oh my gosh, Vanessa is over here just crying in the woods. So yeah, you could tell something bad was about to happen. Jack has died. I instinctively paused the game when it happened, but yeah, Jack is now dead. So that'll wrap it up for Jack, and that will wrap it up for this video. I don't know how much longer these people will survive, but maybe we'll check in with them again before long. But for now, as always, thanks very much for watching.